Hey, what is up guys, it's Arodiad here. Welcome to another top 10 video of my top 10 favorite pre-evolutions. Keep in mind that this list is opinionated, so if you don't agree with it for some reason, leave your own top 10 or just the ones you enjoy in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's get straight to it. Coming in at number 10 is Starly. Starly is my favorite, well, generic quote-unquote bird Pokemon out of every 6th gen. So, spoilers, but anyway, Starly is just a really cool Pokemon. I remember seeing it for the first time, and I'm like, I have to have it. Then level 36 comes, it learns close combat, and then it destroys everything. I don't know where it gets its fists from, but it does. And one other thing is, like, it holds, like, significance to me. Like, a lot of Pokemon on this list do, like, this one not as much, but if you guys ever played the Pokemon Ranger games, and it's like, you get to choose, like, your partner Pokemon out of, like, a Munchlax, a Starly, and I forget the other one. I think it's not a Cricketop, but it's something else. And, I remember choosing Starly, and, like, Starly was, you gain partners throughout the whole series, but Starly was always my partner that I always chose. So Starly, like, feels like it's just been with me for quite a while, and that's why Starly's on this list. Like, for not nostalgia, but just, I don't know how to explain it. Starly is number 10. Coming in at number 9 is the little adorable ball himself, Spheal. Spheal is on here because he is so adorable. I mean, look into his eyes and tell me he's not adorable. I don't know how a ball like this can be adorable, but it is. Like, I never realized how good of a powerhouse Walrein is. He's extremely underrated. I remember using Wup Wup in my Emerald Randomized Nuzlocke challenge. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. Poor Wup Wup. But it's an amazing Pokemon, and it's extremely underrated, and I just think Spheal is just so adorable that he has to make the list. I mean, look at him and tell me he's not adorable. You can't, can you? There you go. Spheal is number 9. Coming in at number 8, if you know anything about me, you probably would have expected it to be on this list, Sandshrew. Sandshrew isn't all that strong, like when it evolves into Sandslash. It's not all that strong, but god damn it, does it look cool. I mean, I don't know why, I think my love for Sandshrew has just come lately, like in the past year. I don't know, like I used to see Sandslash as like this Pokemon, but I remember picking up my Leaf Green cartridge again, and I was like flicking through all the Pokemon, and there was like I traded all these Pokemon off it, like all the good ones and whatever, but I never finished the game. Like, I was like, this was when I was really young. Like, I named my rival Gary with an E instead of an A. Like, that's how young I was. And I reconstructed my team with, like, the only 6 Pokemon that I could find, and Sandslash was one of them, and Sandslash just destroyed everything. And I just think Sandslash, it needs, like, a little oomph, but Sandshrew, you are cool enough to be on this list. Coming in at number 7, and if you've seen my other top 10, this wouldn't be a surprise, Bergmay. Bergmay is just I don't know what to say about Bergmay. I love Bergmay. I don't know what it is. I don't have like any nostalgia towards it because Gen 6 just came out. I don't have any like reason to like it. I just do. It's one of those Pokemon that I love for no reason at all, to be honest. It's just Avalog. I've actually tried Avalog out, and it's not that bad. It can learn Rapid Spin, which is a plus in competitive. But anyway, back to Bergmay. Bergmay is just adorable. I don't know why. I love Bergmay. It's just, I'm sure everyone has like one of those Pokemon that they like love for no reason. I just think Bergmay's just adorable. That's it. Bergmay's number 7. Coming in at number 6 is Mush himself, Shroomish. Shroomish I've always loved, but like some other Pokemon, my love for him has only come out like recently. Like, I've always loved Shroomish. Every single time I've played through Emerald, I've always picked up a Shroomish and played with it. The only thing is my like love for him has only come out like since I started competitive, and like this might sound stupid, but I think the reason why I love him so much is his nickname that I always give him, Mush. And I know I've always cut myself off to saying how it happened. So I was at my friend's house, and we were playing Nintendo 64. We were playing Mario Kart with a whole bunch of our other friends. He has a 64 still, don't knock it. And I don't know, my friend would like always pick Toad and always like scream, "Go Mush, go Mush." And like, you know those things that you find funny and like it's not really funny, but you just laugh like crazy? We were just laughing so much from that So when I got a Shroomish, I named it Mush Mush, and that's why I love it so much. It just reminds me of like happiness. It's weird. I get it. Shroomish is number 6. Coming in at number 5 is Abra. Abra is a psychic type. Oh, you wanted more than that? Okay. Abra evolves into Alakazam. Is that good enough? No, you want more? Okay. Abra's evolution Alakazam can Mega Evolve into Mega Alakazam. You still want more? Okay, fine. Abra, whenever I'd see him in the game, he's just... Look, you can't tell me... Like, whenever you encounter it, something in your being, even if you had an Abra, just you wanted to chuck a Pokeball at it. You'd chuck the best thing you had at it, and you'd hope that it'd catch. The only downside for Abra, which is why it's this low on the list, is because it evolves through a trade evolution, which isn't that bad nowadays, when you've got Wi-Fi, and even GTS, if you just want to train it, you can search for a Kadabra. But Alakazam is just so worth it. But the thing is, back in the old days when we had Courage and blah blah blah, but it just wouldn't, like, it would be almost impossible to get any trade evolutions. However, Abra and Kadabra, Alakazam, they're just so cool that they have to make it on the list. So number 5 is Abra. Okay, so I have to warn you guys that these next 4 are strictly off nostalgia purposes. They might have other purposes and I'll explain them, but this is strictly nostalgia. So coming in number 4 is Vampy. Vampy, I look at Vampy and I don't know what it is, I don't know what it does, but I just love it so much. It might be from the anime, because I remember I was dropping in and out of the anime. Like, I never used to watch it much. Like, I'm rewatching it now. However, Vampy was always there in the episodes I remember, and I don't know, it just seemed like a cool Pokemon. It's another one of those Pokemon that I look at and I just love for no reason. Donphan could be better. To be honest, I think it deserves a Mega Evolution. It sucks that I didn't put it on the list. However, Vampy's just, I don't know, Vampy's cool. That's all I need to say. It's not a recommendation. It's what I think should happen. It's what I enjoy. So Vampy is number 4. Coming in at number 3 in the home stretch is Swineup. I love Swineup, not for the reason that a lot of other people like, with Mamoswine and things like that. I like Swineup. I'm going to sound like such a hipster, but I liked Swineup before Mamoswine existed. I just think Swineup just looks so cool, and it's just... I remember seeing it in my original games, and then I'm like, I have to catch it. So I caught it. I never really found the time to use it because I already had my team set up by that point. However, Swinup's just such a cool Pokemon. I used the Swineup in my, I know this doesn't really count, but Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity. When I could reconstruct my team, I had a Swineup there. I think I named him like Frozo or something like that, like something weird. But Swinup's just so cool. Mamoswine, I love Mamoswine for the simple reason that it gives more relevance towards Swineup. Because if you just had Swineup and then Piloswine, it ends there. No one would like bat an eye at them. Sure, the typing's not bad. However, no one would like, because Piloswine isn't like built for competitive. But then you got Mamoswine, something that can like kill teams, stealth rocks, do whatever you want. It is fast as hell for its size. It's crazy, and it all starts from this little thing called Swineup. That is why I love Swineup. He is number 3. Coming in at number 2 is Shelder, but not for the reason you guys would think. Again, okay, I have another story. So when I was younger, I had a Game Boy Advance and I had Game Boy Gold. I had Pokemon Gold in there, and I'd play this everywhere I'd go. I would play it religiously, right? And I was at my grandparents' one day, and I remember my grandma was like saying, "Oh, it's time to eat," because we're Greek and she always gives food. So I'm playing the game and I'm fishing, and I reel up a Shelder, and I'm thinking this Pokemon is amazing. I must catch it. It's one of those Pokemon that I love just from looking at it. So I chuck a Pokeball at it, and I catch it. Like, I weaken it, I catch it. It's all good. So I'm thinking, my grandma's still barking in my ear saying, "Oh, it's time to eat. You're too skinny. You have to eat. So like as Greek grandparents do. So I go to save the game, and as soon as I save it, like as soon as it saves, my Game Boy battery just dies. And I remember thinking like, oh, did my Shelder survive? Because it was like as soon as it like the text didn't even finish saying the game saved. It was just the game and then cut off. So when I put some more batteries in, because that's what you had to do back then, and I found out my Shelder was like still alive, I just thought of it as like this lucky thing, and I used it wherever I went. Like, it wasn't like used in my team, but like because I had Lantern for that. But Shellder was just, and I remember using it and like leveling it up like crazy, and didn't know how it evolved. Like now I know it's through Waterstone. I didn't know that then. Like it was like me with Onyx. Like I got a level 98 Onyx, expecting to get a Steelix without knowing you got to trade a Mirror Coat. Not Metal Coat. That's it. Bam. Like without knowing you had to train it. So like it's still spewing that I didn't train it to the extra 2 levels. So I'd say I got a level 100. But Shellder, like, and knowing that Cloyster's such a monster with Shell Smash and Skill Link, oh my god, it's so good. Shellder, number 2 on this list. Coming in at number 1, and if you guys know me, if you even like, look at my my channel mascot, you will know what it is. It is Cyndaquil. So, I love Cyndaquil. There's not much else you can say, but I will explain a story about how I'll do it, okay? So, when I was younger, back in Pokemon Gold with the Game Boy Advance, things like that, my sister used to do not Pokemon dance. She used to just do dance, right? And it was the most boring thing you'll ever see because my sister just it was like she was really young, so it was just like touch your toes and spinning around, and there you go. There's a dance. Now continue it 300 times. It was the most boring thing you'll ever do. So like there were 2 things that I used to do when I'd go there. One, I used to like hang out with this girl there, and like we used to like just talk and like what little kids do. Or 2, when we had to like, because every like I think it was like twice every week we had to go up like at the stage and watch them perform. And every single time I'd have my game, and every single time, I don't know why, like after Whitney I thought the game ended, which is weird. Like at the start, then it clicked that it didn't. But so I'd always restart after Whitney for some reason, and I'd always pick Cyndaquil as my starter. A few times I'd pick Chikorita and Totodile, but they were nothing for Cyndaquil. And Cyndaquil, like, he was with me every single part of that agony. Like he knows the feelings that I've had to go through, because Cyndaquil went through it with me. And I know it's just data, and I know it sounds stupid, but god damn it, that's what my little kid in me wanted to believe, and that's what's happening. Cyndaquil, I love you so much. You're my favorite Pokemon in general, and you are number 1 on my list. And there you guys have it. That was my top 10 favorite pre-evolutions. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, favorite, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Really helps me out. I hope you guys didn't mind all the nostalgia stories, whatever, in this one, because to explain why I chose them, it kind of had to go back to nostalgia. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want more nostalgia stories, let me know. I'll do them in my top 10 videos. If you have any other top 10 videos you want to recommend, leave them in the top 10, not the top 10 below, the description below, and I'll read them and I'll let you guys know what I'm going to do next. If you haven't followed my Twitter, do it, because I actually tweet out what video I'm going to do next, what I'm doing, all that good stuff. Yeah, nothing really much else to say. This has been Arodiad. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.